Welcome back. Today in this video we are going to discuss about zero test and test for divergence. That means zero test is known as the test for the divergence and the Cauchy integral test. So this is the first note you should remember. If the series un is convergent, then the series un is equal 0. Series is convergent, then limit of n term will be the always 0. But converse is not true. That means if series is equal, if this limit of n term equals 0, then the series need not be always convergent. And test for the divergence, and also it is known as the zero test. And if series un is given, and if I take limit of the n term and if I get the non-zero answer, then the series will be the divergent. And let us understand this question. And when we apply this one series, whenever you see the numerator and the denominator contains same power, so in that case we will use zero test. So for that un is equal this one, so limit n tends to infinite to n. So when you just take n square common and when you apply the limit, so you will get this is non-zero quantity and therefore the series is divergent. Is the series 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus and so on, this is a convergent? Here you can see that each term has the difference is what, that is the 3. So this is the difference is 3, again this is the difference is 3, that means 3 times n is fixed. But when I put here n is equal 1, so what I am just going to get only 3, but I want that is first 1, so what I have to do, subtract by 2, and therefore this is what exactly un. Now you may verify when you put n is equal 2, so 3 times 2 that is 6, 6 minus 2 that is going to be 4. N is equal 3, so 3 times 3 that is 9, 9 minus 2 that is going to be 7, and therefore this is our nth term. And what you need to consider, now you need to consider limit n tends to infinite un. But here limit n tends to infinite un is nothing but a 3n minus 2. But whenever you see the limiting concept, so infinite minus 2, so answer is what exactly, that is infinite, and therefore what we can say that the series whatever we have 3n minus 2 is what exactly divergent, because this is not 0. And also you can understand based on the partial sum Sn. So u1 plus u2 plus u3 plus and last that is the un, and based on that what you can write, n by 2, that formula that is already you know, n by 2 2a plus n minus 1d. So a is nothing but first term, n is nothing but whatever we have in n term, so in this case n is equal n terms, difference is nothing but 3, but whenever you simplify you will get this 1, but when you apply limiting concept, so what you will get, that is the infinite, and therefore the series is the divergent. Already I have explained this one. Discuss the convergence of this one series. So what you can see, S1 is equal 1, S2 is equal 1 minus 1, S3 is equal first 3 terms 1 minus 1 plus 1. So in that case what you are going to get, when you observe that S1, S3, S1, so in that case S2n minus 1 is nothing but 1, but whenever you have S2, S4, that means S2n, so always answer is nothing but 0. So therefore it's not a unique limit, and therefore we can say that the limit does not exist, and therefore the series is divergent, means oscillatory series, and oscillatory is one of the part of the divergence case. Now we have the Cauchy integral test. Now just keep in mind that when we can apply the zero test, when we can apply integral test, and all these criteria you should remember. Zero test is applicable whenever we have the numerator and the denominator contains the same power. Otherwise we are not going to use the zero test. Zero test is only for the divergence case. Cauchy integral test. But Cauchy integral test is what? Let f with a continuous positive decreasing functions on this interval. That means whatever you have the given interval, and for that case all the terms are what exactly in decreasing form. Also this is my also you should remember that this condition is necessary. Then the series un will be the convergent or divergent according to this improper integration 1 to infinite f of x dx. If we get this answer as a finite quantity, so it will be the convergent, otherwise it will be the divergent. But here why it is known as the improper integral? Because if one of the limit of this integral or integrand is not finite, then we can say that the given integral will be the improper integral. But particular in this case, infinite is the one limit, and therefore the given improper integral is there. So if this cat, in other words, what we can conclude, if this is a finite, and therefore we can say the series U1 is convergent, otherwise it will be the divergent. But here question says the positive terms. So what do you mean by the positive term series? An infinite series in which all the terms after some particular terms, all the terms are positive, so these are the some particular terms, but after that all the terms are what exactly, that is the positive, and therefore this series is known as the positive term series. Let us understand this question. Check whether the series n is equal 1 to infinite 1 divided by n square plus 1 is converges or diverges. In this case you are not able to apply the zero test, because numerator and the denominator contains the not the same power of n, so therefore zero test is not applicable. What about the telescoping? Again telescoping is not possible, because there is not look like the linear factor. We will simply see that this is not the case of the linear factor. Also it is not represented as partial sum, and so that we can eliminate middle terms, and that form is not going to be happen. Therefore telescoping series is not applicable here. And when we see the geometric series, also geometric series is not there, because the ratio is not common. So here un, that is what exactly 1 divided by n square plus 1, but for our simplicity I will assume that f of x, that is 1 divided by x square plus 1, and this is clear that this is the continuous function summation starting from 1 to infinite. That means the series is whatever the function is continuous and decreasing on. But how we can say that the decreasing is there? This is the first condition. And how we can say that this sequence is going to be the decreasing? For that, first derivative just we determine it. So what it will be? That means if f dash x is negative, that means that whatever we have the sequence is what exactly the decreasing. And that criteria we will keep in mind. And therefore all the condition of the Cauchy integral test is verified, and therefore according to the Cauchy integral condition we can say that the series is convergent or divergent. So let us start with integration 1 to infinite f of x dx. Here 1 because of summation starting from 1. F of x is nothing but 1 divided by x square plus 1, but this is the improper integral. So whenever improper integrals are there, so in that case we will use this kind of method, and also you will learn this chapter improper integral later. So limit b tends to infinite integration 1 to b. And this is our fx 1 divided by x square plus 1, but also you know the integration of this one, that is the tan inverse x over 1 to b. And first we put upper limit, and then after we put the lower limit. So tan inverse b minus tan inverse 1, but when we take limit b tends to infinite, so what I'm just going to get, tan inverse infinite, that is the pi by 2, and tan inverse 1 is nothing but pi by 4. Whenever you simplify, so you will get the pi by 4, and this is the finite quantity, and therefore we can say that the series is what exactly the convergent according to the integral test. Here you should keep in mind that it is doesn't means that the sum of 1 divided by n square plus 1 is equal pi by 4. This is not exactly, but we can say that this series is nothing but convergent. This we don't know. Let us see another question. Test the convergence of this series. Un is equal, fn is equal, that is a given, starting from n is equal to, because if we assume that n is equal 1, so 1 divided by log 1, and log 1 is nothing but 0, so in that case function is discontinuous, and therefore it is not considered here n is equal 1. So here f of x, this is going to be the continuous, and also it is going to be the positively decreasing, and no need to find out that the first derivative is negative, because directly also you can say that all the terms of the denominator are going to be large. That means the function is going to be the decreasing. on 225. Therefore, all the conditions of the Cauchy integral test are verified. Therefore, by the Cauchy integral test, integration 2 to infinite fx dx, and therefore f of x is nothing but this is 1 divided by x log x. This is the improper integral, and whenever we have this one, so we will use limit m tends to infinite. Infinite is replaced by m, but this can be written as 1 divided by x divided by log x, and using this one formula, whenever we have the derivative of the denominator contains the numerator, so in that case we will use the log of the denominator. So what I'm just going to get, limit m tends to infinite, derivative of the log x, that is 1 by x is there, so log of log x over 2 to m. But when we put upper limit and this is the lower limit, but m tends to infinite, so it is going to be the infinite, as we assume that m is very large number, and therefore by Cauchy integral test we can say that the series is divergent. Let us understand one more question. This is very nice question. This is our un, say this is fn, and this is the continuous function, and also you can say that the positively decreasing on 1 to infinite. For our simplicity, also you can determine that the first derivative, and it will be the 0 on, that is the 1 to infinite, and therefore you can write this one, and therefore the Cauchy integral test is applied, and whenever you apply the improper integral, whatever we have, so what you are going to get, limit m tends to infinite, integration 1 to m, 2 times tan inverse x divided by 1 plus x square dx. But for our simplicity, I'm just going to assume that tan inverse x is equal to t, so dx divided by 1 plus x square, it will be the dt, and this is the given limit for x, but x is equal, that is 1, so what I will be the t, what I'm just going to get, t is equal tan inverse 1, and tan inverse 1 is nothing but pi by 4, and when you get x is equal m, and what I'm just going to get, t is equal tan inverse m. If I put here, so limit m tends to infinite, and this is the pi by 4, and this is going to be the tan inverse m, and dx divided by, and this quantity is nothing but that is the dt, and tan inverse x is, this is the t, so what I will get, only 2 times t. But whenever we apply here the integrating, so what will be 2 times t square divided by 2 will be the eliminate, and pi by 4 into tan inverse m. The same thing we have written here, whenever you apply the limit, upper limit and the lower limit, and when you simplify, so you will get this one finite quantity, and therefore according to the Cauchy integral test, the series is convergent. Let us understand this one. If limit n tends to infinite, 1 divided by n is equal to 0, but series is 1 divided by n is the. So clearly integral test will be applicable, because this function, whatever we have, the f of n is equal to 1 upon n, that is the f of x is equal to 1 by, it is continuous on 1 to infinite, in fact it is the decreasing, and therefore by according to Cauchy integral test, you can apply and you will get the answer, that is infinite, and therefore the series is divergent. So in this video we have covered two tests, zero test and the integral test, and zero test is applicable, it is for the divergence case, and when we have the numerator and the denominator contain the same power in the series, so in that case we apply that the only zero test, and based on that we can say that the series is divergent, otherwise we are not able to conclude anything. Second one, we have discussed about the Cauchy integral test, and Cauchy integral test is applicable whenever we have the function is continuous on the provided interval with the decreasing form. If we get the improper integral has the finite quantity, then we will say that the series is convergent, otherwise it will be the divergent. Thank you.